This would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store.
Between the Washington Commanders
and the Seattle Seahawks. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Off play action. Elam. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell, he'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On second down, this is Harris. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all of those things, you might take a shot right here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again. Elam.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Elam. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st down, Howell to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
It gets it complete to Harris.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing here, Howell.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive. Elam. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Elam. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Howell.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They'll go play action. Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Powell. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 30 there. Darrell Taylor getting him to drop him.
Well, you do need to know as a young quarterback, if you're going to split the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, it's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw on second down. Elam, open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Elam. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Now this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's made the line of scrimmage.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's complete to Lockett.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Elam. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10, Howell.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down.
Howell.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Shot before break.
Elam, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And some space here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. It's Howell.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with this shit tonight? Bro, that's like the 5th fucking one. Oh my God. Yeah, that shit. Wow, boy.
Here's Howell. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at
never
this
in all
juncture.
my days seen niggas miss so many wide open passes, boy.
They run for it with Harris.
Wow.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
There's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Faking the handoff. Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a simple way.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris is into the end zone.
Damn.
Touchdown, Washington.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line
I just got damn rain, boy.
a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Howell throwing for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
You're breaking up on
I
me
just
now.
got a feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Hey,
get through this game.
You break it up a little bit.
Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Looking for McLaurin.
Well, about time that nigga.
Touchdown, Washington.
I thought I was going over top.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from
you set him up.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard
Set his ass
line.
up, boy. I seen that one. That nigga was staggering around too.
Here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And
Who you end up drafting?
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they
Oh, okay, that's him. Okay, I got you.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points
on. Oh, yeah, you got to get the O-line to play.
Offense ready to get this drive underway.
We
haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Oh, hell no. That nigga definitely put it on him.
Final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Elam. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh,
the
damn.
Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But,
that's
this
crazy.
defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st down, Howell to throw.
I seen that shit too.
And a big turn.
Man, I gotta stop fucking throwing hits.
Get the football back. And the Seahawks are
line
going to take
under
possession
too
here.
much.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive.
I got a hell of a secondary out that motherfucker.
Unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That's how niggas be, yo.
To throw on 3rd down, Elam. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Husky
Shit,
Marcus Peters.
I was talking about the
Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's
I told
something right
the
there.
Chiefs, I said,
Still
y'all.
in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
And he's going to be taken down here.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, I ain't even see that nigga coming, boy. I ain't even see his ass.
They'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even see that nigga coming.
Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was
oh my God, this nigga get on my fucking nerves.
Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one. Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
This nigga finally completed a fucking pass.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Touchdown, Washington. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Nah, I be doing that shit all the time when you trying to alert.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the
Nah,
third
that's
quarter.
just facts. How you pick
Out
something
is the
through, bro?
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, you got to run his square, boy. Oh my
He can
God.
only muster a return to the
That nigga fast,
14-yard
but he
line.
didn't keep taking those
In this
motherfuckers.
position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so
Yeah,
there's some
I feel
time
you
to
on
kind of
that
clean
shit.
this up
Ooh.
and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just
Straight down the
improve
pipe.
and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Off the play fake. Elam. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
I was under that shit too, boy. Slow ass Kendrick. Nigga slow as a motherfucker, man. Yeah, facts, bro. All up underneath that motherfucker. Oh, he got it that time, though. He got it that time, though.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric
Hey,
Kendricks.
change. Hey, when we get done, I'm gonna DM you my throwing motion, man. I forgot which one it is, but that bitch nice as a motherfucker. It's like traditional one or something. That bitch come out quick, boy.
And picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Touchdown! A great play
Yeah,
there.
nah, throwing motion ain't.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the
that's
Commanders
tight
are
right there.
closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
A nice
Damn,
throw
put on that
there
nigga
by the
neck,
second-year
boy.
quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read.
About
And if you
time that
don't
nigga
have it,
taught
you just take
something,
off
boy.
and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
I ain't know it was gonna be that,
Reading
but
the
damn.
field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, shit all up. All I do is I put my best pass blockers at my tackle. I move my left guard to right tackle because he had 87 pass block. The motherfucker on the outside before him had 79. I mean, hell no.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been
you should have lobbed that bitch, boy.
Winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's
been
continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
He should have done.
He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not really.
Yeah, that's the worst animation in the game, though. A nigga can run full speed, dive forward, and hit you. Come on, man. I ain't even lie. I hate that goddamn animation.
On third down, Elam. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it.
Hey, for real, I think it's just the rain, though, man. Cause my niggas doing the same shit, boy. I think it's just the rain. That shit crazy.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass. It's almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Who the fuck is that? Why that nigga so big?
It's knocked away and incomplete.
Who the fuck is 27? Nigga about 6'8", ain't he? God damn.
When this drive is over.
Yeah, let me not throw over that bitch no more.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on
Terry got you off the book,
Powell.
though. Terry got you off the book this time. Oh my God, man. Come on, man.
The ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Elam under pressure. They got him again. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now
yeah, that nigga on the pressure like that bitch though, boy.
In the backfield,
that nigga on the key.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
I know we threw about goddamn 12 picks in this bitch, boy.
Your goal every game
is I know we done threw about 12 picks in this motherfucker. It's shit crazy.
But to hold a team below double figures
I said I don't try to throw none, nigga. I threw about 5 of them.
That's certainly something to take pride in.
On 1st down, Howell. That is caught at the 7.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And
what?
He takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Bro, I tried to dive and he threw the fucking ball. Like, but how though?
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team.
Let me see. Nah, hold on. Let me see the replay. Hold on. Is he gonna choose?
Type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty
impressive. That shit was crazy.
They were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here, and when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad.
Yeah, this game is weird as a bitch. Well, but how you even throw the ball when you that far past the fucking line of scrimmage?
Their execution throughout this contest.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Hey, look, that's what my partner said when John Madden died. My boy said, yeah, they probably made him play this trash-ass game. I said, yo, that's fucked up, bro. Yes, sir.
He'll try again with the arm here on second
down. Hey, no, hell no, bro. It damn sure ain't. I know that shit for a fact, nigga. I done gave this shit up twice, boy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Hey, facts, boy. Yeah, I done gave this shit up twice, boy.
Word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot.
Hey, do you high ball? You get L1 when you throwing?
Because it really stresses the safeties.
Do you hold down L1 when you throw high ball it to him?
Able to connect on that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that motherfucking high ball though.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Elam.
Wow.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield.
That nigga jumped far as a motherfucker.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that.
That nigga scared to death or
something. They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Yeah. I got a partner that want to join the league. He ain't played in about 4 years. He said, how much has it changed? I said, you about to get fucked up.
As we march toward a conclusion. They got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late
years. Shit.
Off play action. Elam.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down.
That nigga threw a dime, boy.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head,
that's what he put the drive together.
Touchdown, he comes back out and is firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the track.
I'm about to say the same shit.
At the
fuck out my boy.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
We got what we want this time. Can't overthrow him this time. Can't overthrow him this time, man. God damn.
Score again. Yet another
I drafted that motherfucker. He got 98 speed.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, that nigga got 98 speed, man, but I keep overthrowing him. So that time I had to hold that motherfucker. I said, man, God damn. And I still almost overthrew that motherfucker.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Yeah, I'm going to need one, boy.
Not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's
yeah,
not
that
what
nigga got a cannon.
They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Elam.
That nigga came back and got it.
Another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Yeah, that fucking secondary is stupid.
Take possession of the
I know that shit right.
Yeah,
you felt like me last night,
there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And
5 motherfucking picks, boy. 5 of them son bitches. 5 of them son bitches. Oh my God.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though
wow, come on, man.
Really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
and he will
we're going to sneak that one in right there.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sly on for the extra point.
You still got Jamal, what's it, Jamal Adams? You still got Jamal Adams? Oh, wow. That must be that big ass nigga I seen earlier in the game. A big swole nigga.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Big swole nigga.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This
nigga wanted the flag. Nigga wanted the flag. I seen that shit.
Be in this type of situation again.
That nigga wanted the flag, boy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Elam. They'll roll him out right.
That nigga running for his life, boy.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done,
you just feel like you're going to have to trade for an O-line, man.
This team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they
they're going to get your quarterback killed, boy.
To go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Now throwing on first down here.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
This will be incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
You're exactly
right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Howell.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody was quick, boy. You are standing right there, too.
It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent.
Yeah, good game, my boy. For sure, my man.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're
hey, I'm gonna look at your O-line, man. If they real bad, man, I'm gonna give one of your tackles some juice, man.
This looks like a team that you're gonna have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors,
between me and you, yeah, I got you, bro.
Ways to get better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Get that quarterback some protection, goddammit.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you...
Oh, this
inside the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Dunked on me. Oh, you already know that. End of the game, that's how they do niggas.
They've got a first down in the red zone.
Niggas. I got to double this big nigga.
Look to throw. That's going to be caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set
now this nigga Odell Beckham now.
That moves them all the way down to the 1. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Commanders,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the early struck.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get